In a recent statement, WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom emphasized that bullets and bombs cannot serve as a solution to the Palestine-Israel situation. He stressed that war would only bring destruction and horror, worsening the security situation in the region. Instead, he advocated for dialogue, understanding, and peace as the sole solution and hope for the conflict. Meanwhile, the WHO urged Israel to permit the entry of fuel into the Gaza Strip in addition to water, food, and medicine. Tedros confirmed that 5 trucks loaded with medical supplies were prepared at the Gaza-Egypt border, ready for immediate delivery once the crossing opened, ideally by tomorrow. The grim reality persisted in Gaza, with the death toll climbing to 3,785, including 1,524 children and 1,000 women since the commencement of Israeli airstrikes on October 7. Another 12,493 people were reported injured, highlighting the urgent need for humanitarian aid and a peaceful resolution to the conflict. In a significant meeting in Beijing, Prime Minister Anwarul Haque Kakar praised Pakistan's heavenly partnership with China, emphasizing unwavering support and commitment. Addressing President Xi Jinping during the Belt and Road Forum, Kakar highlighted the deep bonds, stating that the country's ties were sweeter than honey and unbreakable.
Excellency, I would take this opportunity to congratulate you on the resounding success of the BRF, testifying to validity of your vision of the Belt and Road Initiative. Your speech yesterday at the opening ceremony was profound, deep, visionary, and it offered a lot of opportunity for the countries like Pakistan. I used to hear this phrase of more sweeter than honey and ironclad brotherhood, but I realized that this moment is for Pakistan when you were saying that when China does well, the rest of the world does well. So it is the moment for Pakistan to come and seize it.
The visit marks a decade of the China-Pakistan economic corridor, with plans to expand into industrial, ICT, livelihood, mining, and agriculture sectors. Kakar assured China of Pakistan's steadfast support, reaffirming their strategic partnership. He urged Chinese businesses to invest in Pakistan's burgeoning sectors, emphasizing investor-friendly policies and the Special Investment Facilitation Council. Chinese President pledged continuous support for Pakistan's sovereignty and territorial integrity and accepted an invitation to visit Pakistan. The meeting reflects a strengthened alliance focusing on mutual development and shared economic visions. In the midst of escalating fuel prices due to the Israel-Hamas conflict, Japan is urging oil-producing nations including Saudi Arabia to increase oil supplies and stabilize the global oil market. Japan, a significant crude buyer, heavily relies on the Middle East for oil, with over 90% of its 2.70 million barrels per day imports coming from countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait. The conflict in Gaza, which started after Hamas attacked Israel in October, has created a delicate situation for Japan, a US ally. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida recently discussed humanitarian efforts in Gaza with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. While not directly addressing crude oil stabilization, Chief Cabinet Secretary emphasized Japan's request for relevant countries, especially Saudi Arabia, to increase production and play a leading role in steadying the global oil market. Japan, as an International Energy Agency member, has previously released oil reserves during major supply disruptions, the last instance being in 2022 following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The Islamabad High Court has granted protective bail to former Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in the Avenfield and Al-Azizia cases until October 24. This decision comes ahead of his anticipated return to Pakistan on October 21st after nearly 4 years of self-imposed exile. In 2018, Nawaz Sharif was sentenced to jail in corruption cases, with his daughter Maryam Nawaz also implicated. However, Maryam was acquitted in 2022. The court ruling allowed Nawaz Sharif to appear before the court upon his return, avoiding immediate arrest. In a separate case related to luxury gifts, perpetual arrest warrants against Nawaz Sharif were suspended, with a directive for his appearance in court by October 24th.